Hi there, and welcome to EDDL 5131. My name's Keith Webster, and I'm the instructor for this course at Thompson Rivers University. My day job is as an instructional designer here at Royal Roads University. In the past, I've been an instructional designer in EdTech at the University of Victoria. I've taught a bit in the Armed Forces, and had a brief stint as a high school teacher. So I work with educational media quite a bit in my day job. Most often in its design, how is it going to be effective, but also in its development. How are we going to actually make it? How are we going to host it and distribute it to students? This course is in a bit of a hybrid environment. So the content, etc., is largely in a WordPress site, and each of you have your own WordPress site as well that you're going to manage and you're going to use to complete activities and assignments for this course. But the course also has a Moodle site where we have some assignment drop boxes and a few other resources that we might use throughout the course. So important aspects of this course that we're going to spend the bulk of our time with, they rotate around three aspects of educational media. When we're developing educational media, we're concerned with the technical, how are we going to actually make these things, what formats are they going to be, how are we going to distribute them. The aesthetic, are they, how attractive are they, how endearing are they to the students, how are they perceived, and the pedagogical. So in what way does the media that we produce actually improve learning by the students? So those are the three. We're going to lean heavily on the pedagogy, so the theory, the educational theory that supports why we design the media in a certain way, and the technical. You need to be able to make the stuff, you need to be able to get it out there to your students. So those are important. The aesthetic is something that you'll work on over time. But one thing to keep in mind is that there's been studies that have shown that you don't need a very high aesthetic value for a piece of media to be educationally sound, to be really very useful in teaching and learning. So this course is about those three things coming together to develop educational media. This is a great opportunity to try things out. So what I want you to really do is take every opportunity to make up something, even if it's just a test run, to look at how it worked, how can you improve it, to look at what's happening with everybody else's materials and see how they're going. At the same time, I want you to remember that when you're trying things out, you should only be working so hard at a particular item and not having success, technically speaking, before you seek help. That's going to vary depending on your approach and temperament, but somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes. If you're trying to make a video or trying to edit a piece of audio, if you're having difficulty and you're not having any success, at a certain point you need to decide to look for some help. And I would suggest no more than 30 minutes. So help is available in a number of places. The first thing to look always is on Google. If you can put together the right question about the issue you're having, odds are somebody else has had that issue too, and you'll find some help there. As well, you can look to the other students in the course. They will probably be struggling with the same things that you are at the same time. You can take a look to see how they've done it, ask questions. Put a question in the comments or email them and ask, how did you manage to do that? And then finally, reach out to me. I can usually respond fairly quickly. Certainly in the evenings is when I'll get back to you on most items. And I can often direct you to a much more reasonable solution to the problem you're having than another half hour or hour of trying at it in whatever technological issue you're having. So the last thing I want to mention here is that it's important in this course that you engage with the activities. So there's quite a few activities set up. It's okay if you miss one here or there, but I think it's worth your while to really try and engage with all of these activities. There'll be a few that are clearly marked as optional. And it's important to engage with everybody else in the course. So I hope to see you in the comment threads beneath the posts from other students, It's great to get over there and see what they've come up with, ask questions, or point out some areas maybe where they could improve the piece that they've created. Anyway, I'm looking forward to conversing with you further in this course, and I'm sure we're all going to have a great time and learn an awful lot. Thanks and goodbye.